Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Deborah and this is Silver Violet Flame. As this is the 11/11 portal today, I thought I would do a little card pull for us and read the energy and see what Archangel Metatron has predicted for the portal. Let's just get his deck here and do a bit of shuffling and ask the question. Archangel Metatron, could I have a card for my collective watching? Some guidance as we move through the 11/11 portal. So the 11/11 portal has been with us. These portals are with us a few days before and a few days after the actual date. So it's very, very important to watch your thoughts. If anyone doesn't know what it means when they see the 11/11, it means that there is a powerful energy snapshot being taken of your thoughts. If you see 11/11 on the clock or on your receipt or anywhere, just know that this is the universe talking to you and telling you watch your thoughts because they're being magnified at this time because you're seeing the 11/11, and because they're being magnified, they're going straight to source, and source doesn't know whether this thought is what you want, what you don't want, what you're disputing about, or what you're procrastinating about or projecting or anything. All it knows is that you're thinking it, and it's going to give you more of the same. So let's go for the card and see what we get. 1, 2, 3. So there's 2 that fell on the floor. I'm thinking these are the ones. Actually, there's 3. We have endings. You are held. Okay, so a lot of us will be going through an ending. This doesn't always mean that it's all gloom and doom. It means that you just don't know what the next exciting adventure is. Look at that card. Look at the beautiful sunrise. Look at all the colours. Look at the blank scene. It's up to you to fill that. When something goes out of our lives or someone goes out of our lives, there's always someone or something that's going to come and fill it. Review and reflect. Time out needed. So Archangel Metatron is saying so these 2 cards tie in very much so together, both looking out into the wilderness, looking out to the unknown and thinking, what's 2025 going to be like? What can I round up? What can I do to make 2025 more fun? How can I fill my days? How can I make my life matter? How can I find purpose? These are all cards of deep thought and reflection. And it all comes down to this, the 3rd card, love, self-love. And this card has been coming out a lot lately for the clients that have come forward for the uncovering of the energetic blocks. Because this is the most important thing on our spiritual path, self-love. And that's what these are all tying in with. How do you love you? How often do you sit down and say to yourself, what do I want for myself? How can I be kind to me? How can I show myself and my little self all that love that I have not been given? How can I gift that to myself? So he's telling us to really go deep and give yourself that love and reflect. And the greatest thing you can give yourself is time. Now they say that about your children, the greatest thing you can give your children is time. But that's also true about yourself. In fact, it's more important because if you're not giving the time to yourself, you're not going to be any good to give it back to your children if you haven't filled your own cup first. So I think that's a lovely message from Archangel Metatron, and Archangel Metatron will push you. If he sees that you're not doing what's going to help you empower yourself, he will nudge you. Meta, the word meta is go beyond. So Archangel Metatron is all about pushing you beyond what you see as your perceived limitations, which aren't your limitations at all. It's simply just an illusion, because you are this huge, powerful soul that you cannot even imagine. It has so much potential, so much memory, so much gifts, talents, so many capabilities you haven't even tapped into yet. And these coming years are all about recognizing that divine spark within you, how expansive you are. All these beautiful talents and abilities that you came here with will all be opening up within these next lot of years with New Earth rising. For myself, and as a teacher, and with many teachers who I've been in conversation with, we have been recognizing this happening a bit earlier, because it's important for us to enlighten others and just inform them of how important it is to understand that it's coming and that they're worthy of it, and so that they can seek out the teaching, seek out the healing also that they need, so that they can uncover perhaps any blocks or belief systems, or even childhood wounds or trauma that has been there, that they know is there, that they haven't addressed. Because if you want to move forward, it's important to address all these things, and you don't want to wait until you get a huge wake-up call and you hit rock bottom, or there's nothing as bad as that, and it's not necessary. And a lot of times that is a belief system as well. Some people believe that they have to hit rock bottom in order to ascend. Please, please, please do not hold on to that belief system. And the actual scary thing is that this could be a subconscious belief system that you have. So if I were you, I would do some energy testing. And what you can do is you can just put your two fingers together. Yes, no. If your fingers stay together, it's a yes. And if they go apart, it's a no. And ask yourself, do I have the belief system, for example, that I have to hit rock bottom before I can excel? And if that doesn't move, that's a yes. And if your finger comes out, that's a no. That's just an example of a question. That's energy testing. You can also stand up and ask yourself these questions, and if your body moves forward, it's a yes, and if your body moves backwards, it's a no. So if I were you and you're a wee bit concerned about subconscious beliefs and what you have, I think now is a very good time to actually sit down with yourself and go through them. And if you do feel that there's something quite deep that needs to be addressed, seek out some healing. And sometimes it's just a matter of journaling and talking them out and cutting cords or having a conversation with yourself. That is enough to let the belief system go, and then you can go and you can do your energy testing again, or stand up if it's easier for you and do it that way. Sometimes you may feel that you want to seek out a healer, a theta healer, or even some IET or some body work. All these things are held in the body in some shape or form. Sometimes it is physical, sometimes it's mental, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's stuff that we have held in our bodies from trauma, from past lives, is carried down from ancestors. But now in this energy that we're in and that we're moving into, it's so much easier now for people to shift through their stuff. And I say that from experience, because when I was starting off on my spiritual path, I was like wading through mud, trying to shift the energy, because we are the way shores for people. My fellow light workers, what we went through, we had to really go through it in quite dense energy. But now the energy is a lot lighter. So seek out the help and get yourself some healing. Let's just pull another little card for you from another deck and see what I'm drawn to. I think our little dragon deck here is surrounded by dragons. I work with the dragons in my healing work, so that's maybe why you see so many dragons. My other little dragon that you usually see, he's over to the right. I'm just looking at him, you can't see him. But I have a big dragon there, and there's dragons up on the wall that I'm looking at as well. So we're going to ask the dragons and see what dragon card comes out for our collective to give you some advice. 1, 2, 3. Shield yourself, honor your sensitivity, and surround yourself with softness and loving people. Again, that ties into the self-love card. And protect your energy. Make sure you're not, if you are an empath, you are absorbing other people's energy all of the time. So you have to protect your energy. Just ask Archangel Michael to surround your physical body or all your 4 lower bodies with his blue cloak. Or you can imagine a egg dome all around you, especially when you go in to public places like shops or hospitals or places where there are a lot of people, or concerts, places like that. Protect and shield your energy. So that's important. Very important at this time. And surround yourself with the right people, the people who lift you up, the people who you feel good when you're with. And we all know what it feels like when we're getting into someone's energy and it's like, oh, I can't wait to get out of here, I feel drained. Well, I mean, you actually are being drained. So important to shield yourself. So that's another message. Let's have a gateway card as well. So I'm going to pull 3 of these, and I want you to pick 1, 2 or 3 and see which one is yours. Okay, so could I have 3 gateway cards please for our collective watching at this 11/11 powerful portal today, please? 1, 2, 3. First card. Being in flow. The writing's very small on this. Let's see. I am in flow with the universe. So that's not taking life too seriously, and it's listening to the synchronicities and the signs. And what we're talking about 11/11 there, there's lots of other signs that you'll be getting through feeds that come up in your social media, repeated patterns, people, places, things, insights, awarenesses. They're asking you to take notice of all those things, and that's what keeps you in flow. So that's for number 1. Let's see what number 2, if you pick number 2, see what you need. Communicating freely is what you've got, number 2. And we have, I communicate from the depths of my being. So that's a throat chakra thing. They want you to watch your words, is what I'm hearing, because everything you say is magnified and spirit doesn't miss a thing. And if you're talking about in a negative way about yourself, that's all being downloaded onto you. But if you're lifting yourself up by talking positively about yourself, especially if we're talking about the portal here, we're in this portal, and my life is good. I'm so grateful. I have so much in my life. Think of all the things you have this year that you didn't have last year. Think about all you have accomplished. Think about your health, your happiness, your children, your home, your food. Communicate clearly to yourself with your words, and that's what you'll get back. So that's number 2. See what number 3 is, for those of you who picked number 3. Expecting miracles. It's a nice one. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Wonderful. So if you pick number 3, I feel like you have done a lot of work on yourself, that you're ready for 2025, that you are expecting to see the miracles because you know you deserve them and you know that you've put the work in. Okay, so that's a wonderful card for you. You picked pile 3. Finally, I'm going to pull a messages from the universe card for all of us and see what the final message is from the universe. Here goes. Could I please have a card for our collective from this 1111 portal, please? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Of course you will make mistakes, but the biggest one would be not to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. Better an oops than a what if. We are here to support you. I think that's just perfect. So you are being encouraged to take that chance on yourself. Perhaps you've had a little notion of there's something that you would like to do. Perhaps you feel there's more for me. I can do this. I just need to take that one step. I need a sign. Well, this is your sign. This is me sitting telling you, here's your sign. Don't be afraid. It's better than a oops, to have a oops than a what if. What if I done it and I failed? So what? Big deal. You tried it, didn't you? Okay. A wonderful message for everybody. And it takes me back to the first cards. Review and reflection, time out needed, endings year held. We're coming up to the end of the year. So it's time to review and reflect on the year that's passed. And it's time to take that chance on yourself. You will make mistakes, but the biggest one would not be to try. You have nothing to lose. This thing you have been thinking about for a long time, just go for it. And gift yourself with that self-love. There it is. Love. Relationships and harmony. And a lot of times that's the relationship with yourself, which is the most relationship of all. So gift yourself that love, that time. And we've got about 6 weeks to the end of the year. Get yourself a journal. Start writing down everything that you've done, every bit of time that you feel you've wasted, every mistake you feel you've made, and just be gentle with yourself and say, right, we're going to go into 2025 and we're going to take all that experience and all those teachings and all those gifts and all those projections of others and that wonderful new sense of purpose that I have, and I'm going to take it into 2025 and I'm going to love myself beyond recognition, because that's the way forward. So I think I'll just end here. I hope you've all been having a lovely 11/11 portal and have been positive and feeling the energy like I have. It's been a beautiful day. In every way, it does feel, the energy does feel lovely to me, that I feel like everybody's been given a key to open their own little box. I just feel like everyone's been given an opportunity, but it's up to us to take that opportunity. Nobody can take it for us. So I'll see you all next time. Namaste.